Hi guys, good morning everyone. I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Very good morning, guys. Fine guys. Sorry guys, I couldn't take our offline class today, so I'm taking online. Okay, so let's just start. Or do we have to wait for any of your friends? Strength is less. Okay, fine guys. We'll start. Let them join. Those who want to join. So in the last class, what was the topic, guys? We have seen last talk class.
The string.
Spring.
Oh, yeah, right. We started with the string concept. Uh, could you please tell me what is the thing we have seen in the string?
String constant code and also string memory management.
Okay,
Sir,
string.
compare between two string without using
Equal operator.
yes sir
Without
operator.
using inbuilt methods, sir, आज पढ़ाएंगे.
Acha, acha, acha. Okay, got it. Fine, guys. I thank you very much, guys, for the information. So let's just proceed. Let's find some inbuilt methods today. Okay, carefully note down these methods. Okay, very useful methods. I'll tell string str is equals to, let me take here as good morning. Okay, one string I have taken here. Now I want to calculate the length of this string. Okay, so very simple. We have a inbuilt method called str dot length. Okay, can you see here length method is going to give me open and close bracket here. But if you take an array, it will be just length, like a keyword it is. But here length is a method and it is an inbuilt method present in a string object. Now we know that in the last class we have seen that strings are nothing but object, or it is a class in Java. Yes or no? Now how do I prove myself that, or how do I give a proof of this one? If you ask me, guys, now tell me, if I have a class, okay, if I have a class and inside that class, if some method is available, how do I access that method? Two possible ways. One, by creating an object I can access. Second, if it is a static method, I can access by the class name. Agree with my point?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, if this length is a method which is present in the inside a string class, to access that, what is required? I definitely required an object. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, have I created an object of a string here? Have I created? No, right?
No,
I
sir.
didn't create it. I just declared some value inside this variable, which is of type string. Now remember, guys, the point which I told, that is in the Java, string is object itself. Now entire string is an object. So you're telling object dot length method. Got the clarity? You need not specifically make use of a new keyword over there. As soon as you declare the string, it is a object in Java for a string class. So hence you are able to access the length method. So I'll run this one. Can you see here? What is the length of this particular string? 12. Understanding? It includes the space also, guys. Here, good is 4 and space is 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Can you see here? 12. So that is what it is returning, the length of a given string. Am I clear, guys, with this one?
Yes.
Okay. Apart from that, what are the other methods we have? Now, assume that I'll take one more string here. Let me take here as str2. Okay. And what I'll do, I'll make this completely, okay, small letters. And if in case I want to convert this into the uppercase, we have very simple method, inbuilt method called str2 dot uppercase. Can you see here? To uppercase. If I run this program, what will happen? The entire string will be converted into the uppercase. Can you see here? Good morning is in which one? Small letters. Okay. Now it has been converted into upper letters. Am I clear? Guys?
Yes sir.
Okay, now what I'll do, I'll create one more string here and let me declare this as a uppercase. Now what I'll do, I'll tell str3 and I'll tell here as something called str dot to lowercase. Okay, to lowercase.
So str3 will be the.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. str3 dot lowercase. Now look at here. What is that I'm telling? I'll run the Java program. The string which is in the lowercase has been, uppercase has been converted into the lowercase. Am I clear? Am I clear, guys? Understanding? Guys?
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, I'll tell here str3 dot. Can you see something method called something called caret of? Now, if you carefully see your caret here, what is happening here? It returns the character value at a specified index. Okay, and look at here. Index range starts from 0 up to the length -1. Definitely, it is starting from 0 and it will go up to the length -1. If the value is present, it will return the respective character. Okay, let's see that what will happen here. I'll tell str dot char at, guys, very important method. This one, caret is the very important. Using this, we can solve multiple programming questions here. Okay, caret of, see here, what is that? They are expecting me to pass the index value, that is some number. I'll tell pass here as a 2. Okay, and what I'll do here is I'll print this inside a print method. Okay, and I'll close this one here and put a semicolon here. Now, what is that I'm telling? In the str3, please return me the character which is present at the second index. So, which is the second index present here?
Oh,
Oh, very good. That
Oh.
is, this is at 0th index, this is the first index, and this is the second index. Okay, got the clarity, guys? This O should be returned here. I'll tell here, run is equals to Java application. Can you see your O is coming as expected? Very important method, guys. This is okay. What does caret is going to do? It will take the integer value and it will return you the character present at that respective method. Now let's see the next one. I'll tell str3 dot. Can you see something called code point at? Can you see? Now look at here. What exactly it is going to do? Returns the character. Okay, what kind of character? That is Unicode point. That is a specified Unicode. Remember, in the Java, the character uses UT. UTF code. Up to 128, what will happen? Same as the ASCII values it uses. After that, what will happen? It will start using UTF code. So for O, what is the UTF code they have used? That is 79. Is it clear? You want me to give any other example? Let me tell here as something called A. Okay, let me tell here as A. Now, if I tell here as code point of 0, now tell me what is the output should be? For A, what is the ASCII value? That means, sorry, UTF code. That is, I believe, from 65 should be the answer.
Yes.
Can you see 65 is coming? Okay, if I take here as B and here if I give the value as 1, what should be the answer, guys?
66.
6.
66. Very good. That is, I'll run the program and you can see 66 is coming. Very important method. This character, caret and code point of at. Still few more important are there. Let's see that. I'll tell str3 dot what is the next what? Compared to string. Okay, let me keep this compared to string. I'll explain in few minutes. Okay, before that, let me explain some other, because compared to method is compared to string is also very important method. Next, concat. Okay, concat is again what is the a special type of method which is going to join the two particular strings. Okay, concat. Let me tell here str2 3 concat with str2. Let me tell. Okay, and what will happen? This, it will attach the both the strings here. Okay, I'll tell here as str2 2. So what is the str3? I have AB good morning, and what is that str2? I have good morning. So when I run, both the strings will merge and it will print as can you see here AB good morning and good morning. Both the strings has been merged, right? So what is the work of concat? It is going to concatenate the both the strings.
Sir, can't we use plus sign also?
Sorry.
Sir, can't we use plus sign also to concat plus sign?
Now I'll tell you. Okay. See, guys. Actually, this topic I wanted to take at last, but since your friend has asked, let me explain right now itself. Okay. See here, concatenation can be done in two ways. Okay, very important. Listen here. There is one is the plus, one is the concat. Now, when we deal with these two are going to play a different role. Okay, what is that role here is that when you use a plus operator, okay, when you use a plus operator and when you try to join the two particular string, irrespective of the length of the string, every time a new string will be created. That is why, because in the Java, strings are immutable. Now, when you use a concat method, okay, concat method, now something called str. Let me tell string x is equals to, wait guys, string x is equals to empty, okay, and I'll tell here as string y is equals to hello. Okay, string y is equals to hello. Assume that two strings are there. Now, if I try to add two string x and y using a plus operator, then what will happen? Always a new string will be created. That is the joining, that is empty string and hello, it will join and new string will be created. That is if in case you use a concat method. Now tell me, if I add these two string, is the length going beyond the original string? Now tell me, what is the length of this string HELLO? That is 5. And if I add this empty string to this one, is it going beyond 5? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, right? Then what will happen? It will not create a new string. Means if you use a concat method, if you add two strings, if the resultant string is not, length is not beyond the original string, then new object will not be created. But if you use the plus operator, irrespective of the resultant string length, what will our string length? Always it will create a new object. So here, what you can say that using plus operator, it is a waste of memory in some places. When come to the concat operator, it is not a, means it is a very efficient in using saving a memory. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Guys, please see, if you are not understand, there is nothing wrong in asking once again. Please do ask, but you understand here because these are expected questions. Okay, what does the plus will do? If I add the two string, the resultant string, that is the resultant string length is greater than the original string or not, then every time what will happen? It will create a new string. If you are using concat, if the resultant string length is not greater than original string, then new string will not be created. Clear? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me just remove this one.
Sir, can we do the same with the integer? Actually, can concat method.
Sorry. Once again, can you?
Yeah, yes, sir. Can we do concat string with integer also?
Yes, it is possible. Look at here. See here, I have a string called str here, good morning. So I'll tell here as int a is equals to 100. Okay, I'll tell here as str plus a. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll try to store the data inside some string. Let me tell x here. Okay, now what is happening here? It has stored the data. If I try to print it here, x, look at here, it will tell good morning 100. Can you see here? Integer and string. See, this is what we have done till today, right? In print statement, the result is plus and will give sum. Okay, where result is a string and sum is the integer value. Both we are adding, concatenating by using a plus operator only. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other doubt, guys? Okay. Let's just, I believe you got the clarity on the concat method.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So, what is the, let's see some more method. I'll tell str3 dot code point contain. Okay. Concat is done. Contains. See, guys, here, look at here, the explanation returns the true if and only if the string contain the specified string character values. Okay, got the clarity? Otherwise, it will return you the false value. I'll tell str3, tell me, does it contains, okay, string. I'll tell it as, let me tell good. Okay, let me tell good. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll tell here as something called sys out. Okay, and I'll close this one. I'll put a semicolon. I'll tell me, guys, output should be what, true or false for this one? Sorry, not it is a concat, right? Sorry, contains. Okay. Tell me, guys, output should be true or false for this one?
True.
True, right? Why? Because in the str3, it contains the string called good. Okay, I'll run the program. You can see a true is coming as expected. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please acknowledge me. Is it clear, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, quickly copy this one. We'll see a few more things. Copy fast.
This contains the method also go with the lowercase and uppercase also. If you
See here, I'll show you at that time what will happen. See here, I'll tell good. Okay, now look at here. As expected, it will always return false only because it checks the content as the ASCII values. See here, for capital G, it is different, small g, it is different. So definitely it should return the false value. Okay.
okay, sir.
Quickly copy the output also, guys. Do not be in a hurry, but copy quickly output also.
Sir, done. Copy.
Guys, completed? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you should have acknowledged me, right? Once completed. Okay. So let me just proceed. So let's see some more methods. I'll tell str dot. Okay. And contains, yes, guys. So ends with is one of the, again, this one, the method which is going to check the very helpful when we are trying to check if any particular string ends with. For example, here sometimes when you create an application, it will ask you to enter the email ID. Okay, if you just enter your name, Imraz, okay, if my email ID is imrazkhan566@gmail.com, if it is there, then what is that I would like to tell? If I tell imrazkhan566 and if I click on submit, it will suddenly give you an error that is input should be of type Gmail. Means it says that it is my email ID is not ending with a proper domain name as @gmail.com or any other .com. So at that time, to check with that, we can make use of any particular string. For an example, let me take here as something called ABC. Okay, ABC. And if I'll tell here as @ gmail.com. Okay, now tell me, yeah, I'll create one more string here. Okay, I'll tell str2. Okay, str2, and I'll tell here at gmail.com. Now again I'll tell here as str dot ends with, one second, before that I'll tell here as this out. Okay, and I'll close this one here. I'll open this one more here. I'll tell str2. Now look at here, guys, what is going to happen here. I'll run the program. In the first one, it is false. Second one, it is true. Means it is saying that the first string is definitely not at all ending with @gmail.com, but the second string is ending at gmail.com. Means if you put this kind of condition while creating an application saying that whether the input given by the user, okay, whether it is a, it is of type Gmail or not. But don't worry, instead of using this, we'll use a front-end validation where JavaScript is going to come into picture. That is, here, why do we use JavaScript validation when compared to the Java validation? If you ask me, here, the Java executes on the server side. Okay, Java executes on the server side. When come to the JavaScript, it executes on both, that is server as well as the client side. Okay, client side means before the data hits to the server, okay, then on your Google Chrome, the whatever the browser is, there only it will do the validation, there only it will return you the error. But if you use a Java validation, what will happen? The whatever the data you'll submit, it will bring to the server. On the server, Java will execute. There it will check, okay, it is not of type Gmail, and it will return you the error. So which is better? Getting the error at the browser side is only better, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh? You understood that example, or you want me to explain it?
Explain once again.
Oh, 1 second. Okay. Now look at here. What happens over there? Assume that this is your computer, and on the server, this is your server. Okay. In this one, what will happen? You will enter some code. Okay. You will enter your name. Okay. Email. And I'll tell it as something called phone number. Okay. And what will happen? I'll create one submit button here. Okay. Assume that one form is there here. Okay, like this. Now what you'll do, you'll enter the data. Okay, you'll enter the data in the name section, email section, as well as the phone section. Okay, now what is happened here is your Java code is being deployed on the server. Okay, your Java code is deployed on the server side, and this is your client. Okay, that is your client in the means I mean that is your browser. Let it be a Google Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, anything. Okay, now what happens here is when you click on submit, the data will come and hit the server, and in the server what will do, it will bring name, email and phone, and it will come to the Java. Here it will do the validation, that is it is ending with the @Gmail and all those things. It will do the validation. If it is there, it will go ahead, otherwise it has to throw back the error here. Okay, now this is one process if you are using the validation in the Java side. Now if you are using the validation at the JavaScript at the front end side, means as soon as you click on submit, data will not go to the server. Validation will happen in the where, in the browser side only. Validation will happen browser side only. It will check whether email, phone number, everything is correct or not. If it is correct, then only it will send the data to the server side. Otherwise, here only one error will come. So which is better, guys? Second one, right? Definitely the validation at the client side only is better. Hence, we are using this kind of small verification. We'll use the front end technology. In that, what is that? JavaScript is very famous. Okay, don't worry, in the Java side also is there many things we can do, but these are the just basic things. For that we'll use the which one? That is JavaScript. Okay, so let me come back here. This is the starts with. Apart from that, we have one more method called starts with. Okay, I'll tell here as str dot starts with. Okay, I'll tell starts with. I'll tell here if my given string it start with ABC, starts with the ABC, then what will happen? It will return you the true value. Otherwise, it will return you the false value. Now tell me, does my string start with the ABC? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I'll run the program. You can see true it is coming. If in case if I tell here as something called XYZ, okay, I'll tell here as something called XYZ. This time it will return you the false value. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
copy quickly. This also.
Sir, how to remember these methods? Actually, these are also depend on lowercase and uppercase. The methods.
See, one now tell me, by seeing this one only you'll understand, right, what it is exactly doing.
Yes, sir.
Like this, even we also don't by hack. Now, if you use the same method 1 or 2 times, that is more than sufficient. Okay, you'll remember everything easily. And that too, what is the advantage here is just tell str dot. You see here, if you keep on scrolling, you'll get all the methods here. Okay, all the methods available, and explanation is also given. Okay, there is no special trick to remember all those things. You have to keep on practicing or using this one, or start teaching any of your friends. Once you understood, okay, you'll understand in depth.
Sir, instead of XYZ, if you give capital A, B, C.
Then also look at here. See here. Okay, start with a capital ABC. I've given run. It will return you the false only. Okay.
Okay.
Quickly copy, guys. Guys, completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's proceed. Still important methods are there. Okay. But the thing is, guys, in an interview, when they ask you a question, okay, they will not allow you to use this inbuilt methods. Okay, you have to write your own programs for that one. Okay, so let's see this one. What is the here equal ignore case and equal case? I have already shown you. Okay, which is again, which is index of. I have shown you index of. No, right? Again, this is also very, very important. See, caret is the method which is going to take the integer and return you the what is that? What is that?
Character.
Character. Okay. Now, index of is going to take the integer and return see character, and it will return you the index value. Okay. Now look at here. I'll tell character. I'll tell B here. Okay, and look at here what we'll do. Index of sorry, see here. Okay, now it will return you the index of the character B. 1 second, guys. Sorry. What I was yeah, look at here. I'll run the program. Java application. Can you see here? B is present at the first index, right? Remember, guys, in the strings also, the index value starts from 0. So this A is 0, B is present at the first index. So that is what it has written. Okay. Index of and caret is very, very, very important method. Is it clear? Index of?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, apart from that, str dot, which is the important method we have. Index of, this is a just overloaded method. Okay. See, guys, this is the method I told, intern method. Remember in the introduction, returns the canonical represent of the string object, a pool of string initially empty, maintain the private class, leave all those things. Read this one. When the intern method is invoked, the pool already contains a string equal to the string object. Determine the equals method and string. Array, what explanation they are given here? Okay, leave here. I'll explain you what is this intern method is going to do. Remember, I told that whenever a string is created in the string constant pool, even though there is no reference pointing to that string from the stack memory, it will not get deallocated. Yes. Okay, if in case you want to get that particular what is that value of that particular string, then what will happen? You have to what you have to do, you have to make use of a intern as a method. For an example, wait, what I'll do, I'll tell string is equals to new string. I'll tell here as something called xyz. Okay, xyz. Now, if I tell here as sys out of s, now what is that? It will just print s value. Guys, carefully observe here. Here, what is that I'm doing? I'm trying to create an object of a string by using what is that? New keyword. Whenever we create a new keyword, what will happen, guys? A string object will be created outside a string constant pool. Address is returned and copy is also stored in string constant pool.
Yes, sir.
Hey, everyone acknowledge here.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Now, if
Yes,
I
sir.
look at here, if I run here printing XYZ, I don't want XYZ. I want the memory address of a string non-constant pool. Means I'll tell hash code here and I'll run the program. Can you see this is the memory address in the what is my RAM where this XYZ is stored. Now, I don't want the non-constant pool. I want the constant pool. Means look at here. I'll tell yes dot intern. Okay. What is that intern method I'll use? Okay. Now look at here. If I run the same code, can you see here what is happening here? Intern. Intern is going to return me the hash code. Hash code. Okay. Let me check this one. Yes. No. How I can fetch this code means what is the possibility? Intern method. Yes, dot intern method I should not call. Instead of that, which is the method I can call XYZ. Okay, then memory address can be returned. I can get the no, it has to. 1 second, guys. Let me just analyze this program. Output we are getting as this string here, it is going to return me the string, okay, but I don't want the string. Okay, I want the memory address of this string means 1 second. I'll tell system dot hash code of s. Okay, then yes, identity hash code of s. But that is fine. Dot, is there anything I can do with the intern? Okay, then that is not available. Wait. If I can do in one more way, I'll tell s dot intern, intern method. Okay, and on this one dot hash code. No, okay, system dot hash code of system dot identity hash code of, if in case if I pass this value here, it might return me the expected output. Yep. Fine, guys. See here, don't worry about this one. I'll explain you what is happening here is I'll go to my whiteboard here. Let me open the new page here. Okay, this is my stack memory, this is my heap memory. Okay, assume this one, and what I'll do, I'll create my activation record as a main method. Now we know that in the heap memory we have something called string constant pool. Let me name it as something called stack here, and let me name this one as something called heap here. Now what happened here, guys, when I created a string object by using a new keyword, we know what will happen, that is XYZ will be created outside a string constant pool. And what will happen here, I'll tell here as something called yes, and memory address, let it be something called 2000 for an example. Okay, and it will be pointing to this one, and memory address of this one will be 2000. And what will happen, a copy of that object is returned inside a string constant pool. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
I wanted
Yes.
I wanted you guys to prove that a copy is returned here. Okay, already we have proved that in last class, but I wanted to show you the interim method. Here, what is the problem I am getting here is that if I directly use here s dot intern method, okay, it is returning me the string object but not the memory address. Okay, wait 1 second. Okay, can you see here? It is returning with the string object but not the memory address. So what we have, that the alternative solution for this one, we have something called a method called system dot identity hash code. Okay, let me tell, identity hash code of any, it will return you the address of any particular object that you are going to pass. I'll tell yes dot intern method. Okay, intern method. What did this will do? Look at here. When I run the program, it will return me the address of that particular intern. Can you see here? Am I getting a? Now tell me, is this address definitely different from this address?
Yes, sir.
Means this proves that it is going to return a different copy, or if different copy means different memory address, means definitely a different number should come, which is working as expected. Okay, now apart from that, what other important methods we have? In turn we have done, right? Okay, see here, is blank, is empty, I believe you people know. Okay, for if in case still you want some clarification, just go with that particular thing and check. Last index of, okay, again this is also one with useful method. Okay, last index of a character. Now assume that in this one I have something called ABC I have. Now tell me, if I tell here are something called C, Okay, C means what will happen? It will check in a given string the last from the last. What is that character I am telling C? Now two C are there. This is also C. This is also C. Then it will not return you the index of this particular C. It will return you the index of the last C. Okay. For an example, I'll tell here as something called C. And if I run the code, look at here. Can you see here? Fifth. Okay, now instead of this one, if I make use of an index of a C here, and if I run the program, can you see here it is returning me 2, but last index of C means it is returning me 5, which proves that index of is a method which will return you the index of a first occurrence of a character. Last index of will return you the last occurrence of a given character. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, copy this quickly till here.
Sir, in before example, if you try to store two string variables, then which address is copy in that string constant pool, sir?
Sorry, what?
Sir, please show me that whiteboard.
Whiteboard, okay.
Yeah. In stack, if we try to store another string with a different address, then which string address it is going to copy in string constant pool?
Means you are creating which type of object? Same object or different object?
Same object
By using a new keyword or without new keyword?
with using new keyword.
Okay, then it will create one more here as X, Y, and Z. Okay, you create one more variable. Let me tell S2 here. Then it will store this, it will point to this one, and copy will return. But copy is already present, but in string constant pool, what will happen? Duplicates are not allowed. Hence, what will happen? The same copy will be there, and here new address means new one more object is going to be created. You have seen this in last class, right?
Yes, sir.
You understood, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please, even though still if you have any doubts, please do ask guys. Doesn't mean if you have seen last class, this time you should not ask. You can ask it. Okay, copy fast.
Sir, complete copy. Yeah, copy the answer.
Okay, okay. Give me a minute. Hmm. Okay, so let's just proceed then. We'll see a few more important things. Okay, if you have copied, guys, I'll delete these things. Okay, and I'll tell str dot till where we went, index, last index, length we have completed. Okay, matches, notify, region of is not required. Yeah, a replace is again very important, guys. Okay, why? Because multiple places will use this replace. Okay, that is, if I have a this particular, see here I have ABC. Okay, I want to replace B. Okay, I want to replace B with the, let me tell H. Okay, otherwise I'll tell here as B has to be replaced with the something called H. Then what I'll do, I'll put a semicolon and tell me, let me check, is it returning anything? Yeah, I'll tell str2. Okay, and okay, I'll tell sysout, I'll tell str2. Okay, now look at here, guys, the same string where B is there has been replaced with the H. Understanding what is happening here, that is, here it will take the old character which is existing in the, which is present in the existing string, and here it will take the new character. Once it is replaced, and it will what is that, it will replace, and it will tell you. Now wait one second, if I tell sysout str, okay, look at here what it is coming, ABC and ABC itself. Why this is happening? Remember, guys, I have told you in the Java, strings are immutable. Okay, once strings are being created or initialized, they cannot be changed. It will not be changed. But once it is created, okay, you can, when you make a changes, a new string will be created, but existing string cannot be changed. So remember, what happens here is, sometimes in an interview, they'll just remove this one and they'll ask you the output of this one, str. Now you think that in the existing string, B has been replaced with the H. So output should be ABC, AHC, and your answer will be wrong. So if I run this one, it will remain ABC itself, but you want the updated, means you have to collect that, you have to store somewhere, and if you print that, then only you'll get what? The expected output, that is ABH over there. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. If I run, you can see here it is coming as expected. Now let's see one more anything is there. I don't want to miss any of this inbuilt method. Very useful. Okay. Notify, region, repeat, or replace is done. Replace also may replace all means multiple strings you can replace at a time. Okay. Split method. Yes, very important split method here. Now assume that I have a particular string. Okay. You assume you have some let me tell, some CSV file is there, that is your Excel file is there. In that you have to read or you want to store the data, but data is in completely one particular format. At that time, what you can do here is, for an example, if I create a string, I'll tell str is equals to www dot, I'll tell otherwise I'll tell ABC comma XYZ comma MNO comma PQR comma RSU, like this. Some string is there. Okay, now you want to create a means you want to, you can use the split method and you can break the data. For an example, I'll tell str3 dot split method. You need to give the condition here, that is, wherever you find a comma, you please break the string and store the data in a different format. And return type of the split method is the string array. Can you see here? String array means it will break the here, it will come here, it will take the ABC, comma is there, it will break the string, it will store the ABC in the first index of a string array. Okay, then it will next go to XYZ, again comma is there, again it will break, and it will store this in second array. Like this, it will store in the third array, it is going to store the data. For an example, I'll tell here as int over an array, I'll tell here as sys out of data of I. Okay, now look at here, it will print the data in a, what is that? Which kind of format? It is printing the data in an array format. Why? Because based on my condition, it has broken the entire string and stored inside what? In the form of array, string array. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Copy this also quickly.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Fine. So, see, is there something else we can see? Otherwise, we'll proceed. If I give a case study, guys, in that this kind of this one is required. That is splitting. You can use it where data is will be in the CSV format. You have to convert into a Java and you for the usefulness of the data. Okay, so let me tell here as str dot let's see, I guess split is done starts with I have already shown you substring 2 char 2 lower. Okay, this is the most important. Again, I forgot this one. That is 2 char array. Okay, now sorry. Now look at here, guys. Here my given data is in the type string. Yes or no? Now, if I tell str.2char array, I'll tell control 2L. Can you see here what is happening here? It has converted the given string into an array. Means A will go and sit in the 0th index, B will store in the first index, C will store in one more index, A will store in one more index. Means a given string can be directly converted into an array. Which type of array? Means character type of array. Very, very useful method. Again, if you want the proof, I'll tell here as I'll tell sys out of C of I, then look at here, the output of this program will print in the form of an array. Okay, now can you see here? Is it printing as an array? Yes, very useful method, that is 2char array. That is given string will be converted into an array. Next, I'll tell str dot 2char array is completed. Okay, wait, copy format of. Okay, format of, don't worry. I'll myself will explain. Okay, in the upcoming concept, not required. Yeah, fine, guys. So these many methods you just copy like very useful. I have not covered all the inbuilt methods. Okay, don't worry. No, many are useful, useless also are there, nor deprecated are there. But most of the methods which we use in an IT and which is required for you to solve the programming concept, I have covered it. Okay, inbuilt methods. Quickly copy this also one. Done, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, guys. So, inbuilt methods has been completed, but few programming interview programs I would like to teach you. Okay. For that, offline class will be more better for the explanation. So we'll wind up our session here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. We'll see the programming concepts tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine, guys. Thank you.
आइएगा सर
Bye bye. हाँ
कल ऑफलाइन आइएगा
क्या?
कल ऑफलाइन आइएगा ना सर
हाँ वही तो बोला भाई.
ठीक है
Typical class offline. Yeah.
ठीक है. Yes. I'll be there, guys. Thanks.